On this episode of our vintage Vanderpump, everyone is making bitchy little comments. A summer house is born. Sandoval was red peel before it was a thing. These dummies are giant cowards, and Sunday rants.
I'm not really sure what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
That's just this episode, right?
Just this episode.
Okay, only that stuff only happens here.
Also, Kristen is missing. We did not get hide nor hair of Kristen in this particular episode. So, and in the next episode, which I watched a little ahead of time, we only get like a phone call or something with her, like a brief little meeting. So maybe they're phasing her out. I don't know.
Oh, we get her at a party next. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hello, everyone. This is But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio. We are talking about Vanderpump Rules Season 5, Episode 6, aptly named Pride.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just Pride.
That's all we need. One per year, hopefully.
I'm Sunday, a pop culture professor with an expertise on hot dummies doing dumb stuff, and self-proclaimed, of course, because, heavy on the self-proclaimed.
Yeah, and I'm Jeff, the former Bravo noob, majoring in dishing on dummies, and I guess minoring in bitchy little comments here. So we'll see.
Well, I noticed, I thought it was really funny whenever Lisa said it to Jack. She was like, oh, what a bitchy little comment. And then I started noticing, I was like, God, everybody is coming so hot for everybody else. But we'll get into it in a second. And this also has some pretty serious undertones. I just want to do a quick little trigger warning. We are talking about the Orlando mass shooting from 2016. There's talk of bigotry. There's talk of violence. There's mass shooting. There's a lot of fear and anxiety around that. So if that is not your thing, luckily, I don't know, lucky or unlucky, it's not a huge part of it. Their reaction to it, specifically looking at you, Katie and Lala, stand by for rant incoming. It takes up much more space than the actual conversation about the victims and the thing, but we'll get there.
Yeah, great backdrop for comedy.
Just
one big senseless tragedy. Yes.
Well, Lisa's hat was doing a lot of the heavy lifting on the comedic relief too. So it's a nice balance.
More hat talk to come, I promise.
Yeah. To remind, James is fired and banned. Pampered at the Disco do not agree on kids and marriage, which I don't understand why they included that in the previous song. Maybe because of the fight they had, but we'll see. Rumors about Lala's married boyfriend start to pick up steam, and now that there is an added element of sexing in which the wife has seen or discovered or something. So that's where we leave off. That's where we left off last time. We pick up at the staff meeting. These staff meetings are so innocuous. It's like, it could have been an email. It could have been an email, like a text chain. You
can't try on skimpy outfits on an email, Sunday.
Fair enough.
You cannot.
But so there's some, drunk pride memories. Jeff's favorite of all time when Jax drops an entire bottle of Patron in the ice well and it breaks. One of Jeff's most fondest memories.
And nothing happened to him. So for all the stuff we've been saying the last couple of weeks, maybe people are seeing, James facing repercussions and like, what about this other dude? And then like right away this episode, we see what this other dude has done in the past. And
not a thing. This year, Lisa and her hat are going to be on the bus with the British consulate. And she's going, which, every year she sort of like escalates her presence in West Hollywood and her efforts in the queer community. But again, this is where she has that bitchy little comment where it's like, well, is James going to come? If he's not there, I guess we'll have some good music. And Lisa ever winking at Jax like, oh, naughty. Such a bitchy little comment.
I liked it, just a little.
I know, but I like when I like that she tries to pretend to scold him, and it's just so anemic, and really it's like foreplay, and I'm just like, God, just fuck already, for heaven's sake. But they pull these outfits out, and we saw the men's a couple of episodes ago where they are very, very plain, just black shirt, buttoned up. They're tight as hell. There might have some circulatory issues after, but they are pretty straightforward. Then Lisa pulls out the ladies' outfit, and Katie is horrified. That looks like
Yeah.
a baby's onesie and is immediately a bitch about it.
Yep. Yeah, and they were
And
very I'm like, "This is a skimpy outfit, but not a sexy outfit." Luckily, the answer does come to what they were, but I was very thrown off right here. Very thrown off.
it does look a little like Willy Wonka themed Pride,
Mhm.
like something along that way. But of course, Ariana says yes to trying it on. Of course she does. Like, thank God she had a wax recently,
Yeah.
because otherwise I'm just be like, no ma'am. But Lala would have done it, but why couldn't Lala try them on, Jeff?
No panties.
That's right. And that infuriates Katie,
Mhm.
because Katie just a bitch about it. Now, Katie, well, who just announces it? First off, I don't wear underwear either. There you go, America. I said it too. I guess it's like a big old whore. I'm a big old whore, according to Katie's standards. But knowing Katie's a bitch about burning this chair, she's like, burn that chair. Knowing full well she is in full panic that she's got to put that shit on. That's probably why she didn't go, because she didn't want to fucking wear that shit, because she is grappling with her own insecurities and dumping them all over Lala.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, if somebody in their women in their 20s working in a restaurant, if you took all of them not wearing panties this evening out of the restaurant, good luck getting some service, is what I've got to say.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of folks missing right now. And burning the I get and even acting like Katie wants to roll her eyes or whatever. That's one thing, and I'll just go acceptable. But like, and we should burn the chair to the ground. Like, I'm not saying it's over the top and the worst thing I've ever heard, but like, it's just so like, yeah, you got other issues.
It's Yeah, and, so much, and I've made much hay about it as well, just talking about their own body image and their own stuff. And so Katie has never come right out and kind of admitted that she is grappling with her own self-esteem. I think much was made about Lala commenting on her body, which was not cool. But, and this is an empirical fact, that is not a judgment, Katie did put on a little bit of weight between season 4 and season 5. She looks great, whatever, but I think Lala was pressing a bruise that already exists, and her panic face when she was thinking like, "Oh my god, I gotta put that shit on?" Like,
Yeah.
I'm done. I can't.
We really didn't need the scenes from last week or previously on, because right in
Yeah.
this first like 2 minutes, it's like Jax has an issue with James. Jax is being gross about one of the girls he works with who dates one of his
Oh
best
yeah.
friends. There's
Mhm.
going to be sexy outfits for Pride for the girls, hats for the boys, and Katie dislikes Lala.
Yep.
That's in this. Like,
That's
you
it.
did not need the previously on at all. We're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Like,
Right there in the cold open. I I don't we don't have to get into Jax being gross about Ariana, except that he says that Kristen and Ariana are like apples and oranges. It's not quite how you use that phrase in that
nope,
context, but it's
no,
closer than he has been.
nope.
He
And
he got close.
this is definitely on my list of hope Brittany's having fun watching this back as this
I
progresses.
mean,
Yeah.
Brittany makes some real wild choices too about what she wears. And I literally just did a TikTok while I was waiting for us to start. I did a TikTok about Brittany just like serving tragedy since 2014. There were so many egregious things just from Brittany in this episode.
Acid
Y'all
wash.
go to,
Is acid
yes,
wash on there?
yes, like she like had to zhuzh up her pride outfits. But y'all go to at Tecapino on TikTok and on Instagram to see. Conversely, I made a Stassi Stan post on Instagram, so go there. But so now we start talking about Ariana's photo shoot and this book, which is called Fancy AF. No, just kidding. That's a runner-up. Single AF cocktails, drinks for bad bitches. That's what she's working on with this partner. And Sandoval can't stand it. He's dying inside.
So single AF came out before Fancy AF?
I believe so. I may have
Okay.
gotten
I
mixed
had
up, but
that
yes, I
switched.
believe. Okay, maybe in my research, because I listened to a podcast from Danny Pellegrino, and I seem to have a memory in which he like co-wrote it with Ariana or something, and it was something.
Fancy AF is by Ariana and Tom. after the book with
Okay.
Ariana and Tom, Single AF by Ariana comes out. So I'm guessing that's the trajectory.
There you go. So I had it mixed up in my very
I'm
peripheral
new here,
knowledge.
so I don't know.
Right.
Well,
Well,
I
just
don't know.
goes to show you people how academic this fucking podcast is here. Really doing my due diligence. But Tom can't stand it. Like, he is just, they are, and Jax is egging it on. Like, oh, well, God, I mean, why aren't y'all doing it together, man? Like, so just whipping him up more and more and more. And then also, too, if anybody is wondering, a dirty German is Jägermeister, Rumpelmintz, and OJ.
Yeah, that is a dirty German. Absolutely. That is dirty AF as we go.
Yep. Yeah, you can substitute vodka for Rumpelmintz if you are feeling, I guess, fancy
Is
AF.
that a clean German right there? Is that what a
That's
clean
right.
German is?
It's
You put a
just a naughty German.
little
It's a
potato
naughty
water
German.
on them. Yeah,
Yep.
but Tom wants to help because it's his passion. This is his passion. Not the mactoring he's been doing, not the bands that he's been in and out of, not the video shoots he's been doing. The cocktails are his passion, everyone. He should be doing this. But you know what, buddy? She has started doing this. And this isn't day one. She's obviously been doing this for months. There's a photo shoot arranged. And now that it's coming and gaining some steam, you want in.
Yes.
That's all this
She already
is.
has a
It's my
partner.
passion is.
Yes. It's wild work. I have the exact same sentence written in my notes about, so your passion is not music. It is not acting. It's not, no, I have the exact same thing too. But this is around the time where we start to figure out that Ariana also has a birthday trip that is kind of like congruent with Stassi's, which I'll get to that in a second. And that Sheena, they're talking, they're going to go on a double date, supposedly with this like mystery man. And this is when Sheena chimes in to spread the completely unwarranted or unsubstantiated rumors about the Range Rover. And then Tom, in a very strange tactic, very strange, is like, they just give Range Rovers out. Can I get in that line?
I think he's just trying. I really think, especially when I watched it the second time, I think he's kind of just fucking around, like he's the one being cheeky here and is just like, I mean, I think that's why he does that whole thing in front of the camera. Like, no, man, I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me try. Okay. No, I mean, I think he's having fun with like, I'm on her side, but I got nothing here, man.
And maybe he did not think that in front of this meeting of minds of Jax and Sheena that they would press too much. They would know enough to like press. But even that story was a little too incredulous for Jax. But in her confessional, zombie Sheena is like, well, the story, I don't know if it was here or later, but she's so gleeful about the idea that she could be paying for it. Like, yeah, right. Like, ha ha ha, like the laughing about it. And Sheena, ma'am, we've seen this episode and the next one, and this is not going great for you. Like, you have picked the wrong side on this in a way that it could have gone differently if you had picked Lala, right? Like, it turns so quickly, and she's just so bitchy and so gleeful about it. And I'm just like, girl, you bet on the wrong horse.
It's not the teams that she picks. It's the way in which and the reasons why she picks them. That's what the issue is. Sure. It's not like I'm being friends with this person because I get along with them and we have things in common and this would be fun. We would get along together. It's like, I will get something out of this friendship. And so if you do that for long enough, as we've been wondering, I think it will eventually not bloom into what you were looking for. And maybe those, that'll come home here pretty soon.
It went bad quicker than I think that she anticipated it too. But Lala, I mean, I know that she's been kind of nasty too, but this whole thing where Stassi comes in is like, I need a table for 3, and could you put it in a section that's conducive to winter bodies? Lala didn't even blink. She's like,
got
sure.
You. Yeah.
Come on. And that Stassi was like, like short-circuiting because she had her dukes up to have some sort of like spar with her. And when she shut it down like that, Stassi didn't know which way to look.
Yeah.
This is where we meet Ashley and Lauren Workus, better known as the Workus twins. this is a very clunky segue into creating Summer House. Much like Sheena was the hinge between Beverly Hills Housewives and Vanderpump, Stassi is the hinge between Vanderpump Rules and Summer House. So they planned this erstwhile trip to the Hamptons. Stassi makes a bitchy comment that Sheena doesn't know where Montauk is, and this whole idea that Stassi's friends with them from the city is a little shaky. Like, come on.
It is. Yeah. I kind of deemed them many names already for me with it, but Twinning Point is the one I'm going for these two, just because of some other stuff that came up when I looked them up. Yeah. Sheena's from Pasadena. There's no guarantee she needs to know what Montauk is.
Right.
Stassi used to live a couple hundred miles, not even a couple hundred miles from there. She knows about it. So, and what if she didn't know and your response was, "Oh, it's in the Hamptons." That's your response. That's the only thing. Like, what does Katie really know about it? She just comes up here and is a little better to talk about it. Is all like, they're so quick, and that's why I'm like, Sheena, this is another wake up call. Like, this is another chance for you to back out of this.
What is so insidious about it is, though, that they're not mean to her face. They're mean about it later in the confessionals. And so it's like Stassi Sheena's not seeing in real time how nasty they're being about it. But just, you know how I love a timestamp, just to sort of like give us a little bit of like orient us in time and space. This episode, Vanderpump Rules, aired December 2016, and season 1 debuted in January of 2017. So they're really like working through everything.
Yeah, they're done. They've been done filming and they're out like promoting it already, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Stassi's being pretty rude up front. Like, you don't know where I think it's at the table. Yeah.
Well, she immediately gets put in her place from Lisa. She's like, Lisa, we know we do to-go food, right?
I know. She's talking up like her birthday. Like, I have this thing where I went wild on birthdays. I kept it going, but now I'm ready to celebrate again. And it's like, let's go, Stassi. You can get that food and go eat it in the parking lot for all I care. When the owner comes over and you're like, oh, especially as these people who have been working for Bravo for just a couple months now look up and see this woman who's been working for Bravo for 10 years says that to your air quote buddy right here. You're like, I'm going to pay attention to that lady with the dog right there. That's who I'm going with.
There is a 100% chance that the Workish twins know who Lisa Vanderpump is. Like, at this point, Lisa Vanderpump was very much embedded in the Bravo hierarchy. So, Stassi got embarrassed a little bit. I'm happy for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Of course, Ariana's photo shoot's got to be at SUR, because there's nowhere else in LA. There are no other venues. There are no other spaces to rent. SUR is the only place anybody can do anything. So this is where we're going to shoot.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty. And Lisa does want her to promote the restaurant while she's doing it too. Like, she talked about tagging them and all that stuff. So I do get that, because it is a beautiful place to get to do that. But you got to keep it in. Yeah.
I really liked how supportive Lisa was about it. And I really liked this exchange that Ariana came very prepared. She was like, no, we're going to do it for the days, this, and this. Like, there was a quid pro quo happening, instead of just like Sheena, like, hey, can I have my engagement party here? Like, what?
Yes.
No, get the fuck out of here. I really liked that there was a little bit of a symbiosis there. And I believe that Ariana is starting to kind of climb up to be teacher's pet. Like, she's like in the running for star student. Stassi used to be, and so the whole sex tape happened. And then Sheena was, but Sheena's insufferable. So now I think Ariana's in line to inherit that title.
Katie's in that running too, she's doing her own race. But I think this is part of my, like, Ariana's wake up between last season and this one. It's like, I can just be around these and try to suffer these fools and just keep my head down and keep my back tight. Or I can go, this is who I am. This is who I want to be. I'm going to make a book while I'm here. I'm going to make a name for myself in some way, despite having to suffer these fools.
Well, too. And I think that she's learning how to play the dynamics in her favor, too.
Yeah.
Like, she likes Ariana. She likes Lala. Also, too, there is a crackling chemistry between Ariana and Lala that is really palpable. And like when they're sitting
Just
there at that
make
lunch
it,
a little
save
bit.
it for the book. Just put it in
Okay, I'm
your
just saying
fanfic.
there is a whole thing. But Tom is giving, "Hey, look at me, mom." 4-year-old energy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look at me, look at
Mm-hmm.
me, look at me. And then whenever Ariana can't look at him, he starts to act out the slurping and the like it is infuriating. And she
The
kept her
pants
cool better than I could.
the pants down.
Come
She's here with her partner and she is shopping around a book proposal. Him and his buddy were going to make a video and then see what happened with it. She's got other people wanting this from her. That's a huge difference when you're making this stuff. So she has a real thing here, more tangible than like what his was. That was just an idea. She has like, and his response, and she's there for him. You want a dildo bass? Here for it, dude. I'll go play your dildo bass. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, just sit over there and be quiet. You want me to take my pants off and make a bunch of noise while I'm drinking something? No, 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 no. I just needed you to sit there and be quiet for a little while and not do anything.
I
Like,
mean,
I'll just do the exact opposite.
she's annoyed with him immediately. So am I. So is everybody in the room. You can even see in some of those shots where her brother Jeremy is kind of like giggling because I think he can see Ariana's temperature starting to rise. And I'm just like, Tom, you are ridiculous. And the fact that she even has to say the words, "I want this to be about me," is so humiliating for Tom. Like, that should go without saying. That should not be something that she has to iterate to her partner. It's humiliating.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think Jeremy is kind of like, because it's like, all right, dude, that's kind of amusing. But like, right now, are you going to do this? Like, yeah, you're funny. Well, you'll be funny later. Just let's do it right now.
And
Um,
then we get this little bit about the dueling birthdays because
mhm.
Stassi's going to have her birthday in the Hamptons. Now, I think we talked about this a little bit. I think we're going to do a little bit of a mini crossover in which all three of us talk about the crossover episodes between Vanderpump Rules and Summer House. I did a little research, as I am wont to do. I cannot guarantee it's correct, but I do believe that there are 2 full episodes devoted on the Vanderpump Rules side to Summer House. I don't believe that there are more than 1 on the Summer House side. Season
All
1,
right.
episode 1 has Stassi, Katie, and Kristen. Can't remember if it's Sheena or not. I did watch it, but I was kind of in and out. But I did look at the titles.
Okay.
Obviously, I'll have to go back
Glad
and
we
rewatch
included
it.
that.
But the titles for episode 8 and 9, I believe, or 9 and 10 are on that. So y'all stay tuned for that because we are obviously going to cover the crossover. But for these dueling
Absolutely.
trips, Ariana wants to go somewhere. Sheena hasn't heard a peep about it. And we need to check on Sheena. Is she okay? Is she going to be okay being excluded from this situation? I don't know.
It's like, she's just being weird. I hate it. Like, that sounds reductive or something, but I'm like, she's being such a weirdo about this. Like, she's just so scared. Like, I mean, my heart really goes out to her all the time as we talk about this, her being split. Cause I'm like, you're not choosing yourself in either one of these things. You're just choosing what you think's better. And I hate it for you because I mean, please just make yourself happy. But,
And then when Lala wanders
yes,
up,
that's what I was.
imagine having your head so far up your own ass that you say no to a private jet because you're just a bitch about it.
Yep.
What? She's like,
I'll
no, I'll
happily
just fly
just
with the
be
rest.
with everybody else.
Yeah, I'll just fly with
Like,
the rest of the world.
wow.
Lala, you know what? They don't deserve you, ma'am. Quit trying to be nice to this fucking unmuzzled bitches. Like, you are above it. And it's, and I like how she stays cool about it. And I
Yeah.
also like how, she is open, she's open with what she can offer. And then Katie is like, well, that's giving whore. Well, you know what? You know what it sounds like to me, Katie? It sounds like you are a bitter, jealous bitch. That's what it sounds to me. If that sounds like whore to you, that's what you sound like to me. You are a bitter,
Also,
jealous bitch.
it's just message received. You said this enough about her. Like, we got it. We completely understand. Like, I can't believe I can't imagine the amount of times she must have been saying this that weren't on camera. Like, if we've seen the amount we've seen.
I mean, and two, you can only say this about her until it loses its teeth. It's like the word doesn't even mean anything anymore. And fine, what's wrong with a little quid pro quo, you know what I'm saying, in exchange for something that's going to be like it's going to benefit everybody? Like, sure, roll around, Lela, if you can get a PJ. I'm happy for it. I'm happy for you, girl.
We'll
And
go
here are the
tit for tat
points.
on this one. We can get away with
Yeah.
from the cues. We'll just go.
Yes, I know. I was stumbling over it. This is the lunch I was talking about, where like the chemistry is really crackling. It's also to Tom
Pampered
and
at the
Ariana
patio.
are, yeah, pampered at the patio. They're also giving this like energy where it's like, hey, we saw you from across the club and we really like your energy. Do you want to like come hang out with us? It's giving like come fuck us back in our bungalow energy. And I'm like, I love it. I love it so much. I like this little trio. I really hope that it stays tight.
Yeah.
Um, but NASCAR in Sonoma, Jeff. That's the trip.
I mean, that's great. You got a party just to go party. Like, that's it. Something new and exciting. We've done car races. Like, what are you going to go do for yours? Like, I'm going to go hang out with some other rich people and another, like, basically do what I do here somewhere else. Like, I like a little break from the action. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm pro NASCAR necessarily, but,
Well,
I like that it's something new and different.
I just don't know how much Sonoma and NASCAR jibe in my brain. Do you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
those two things seem
there's
like,
many aspects to Sonoma, I think. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe it's just for me, I would have never put those two together. So, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, they're going to have a good time about it. But now there's more rumors about there's an Instagram boyfriend named Tom.
We've been around NASCAR a long time, and we think it's like, backwoods folk. Like, it's been a high dollar thing for a long time. So, like, upper crust California, of course, like, they're involved with this. It's big money, you know.
Yeah, for sure. But it just those two things were, I don't know. I just didn't ever think about it. But
I get
then
no, I that's what I'm saying. I get it.
hi Shep.
Hey, Sheppy.
And then so now there's an Instagram boyfriend, there's a married
Yep.
boyfriend, but now there's a football boyfriend that they're gonna go to Florida to see a game. I thought we were long done with this guy. I thought he broke up with her before the reunion for season 4.
I didn't know if it was the same guy. Might be an NFL. There's lots of NFL players that could be a different one. But
Yeah,
yeah, there's
in
many
Florida though?
rumors. The marriage getting broken up is a rumor. Also, I mean, as far as I know, I mean, it is a rumor
Yeah.
that we know on here.
And there's like also some chatter about she's using this football boyfriend as a decoy or something. That may not be just quite yet, but
It gets
that,
very cloudy the more she talks.
yeah,
Like, it's just Digger. Like, it's one of those, like, a movie that I end up not like, I'm still with you, like Obsession or whatever I was talking about not too long ago, like, or Backrooms, like an hour and a half in, I'm still like, I'm with you. Let's bring it home. Let's do it. And like, Lala, I'm with you. And it's like, well, here's another reason why that one rumor can't be true. Like, well, then just tell us what is true.
yeah. I don't know
But
if we're
yeah,
gonna know.
we get into more book talk with Pampered, and he's like,
I loved it.
I am not feeling bad for old Sando here at all. Like,
Mm,
oh, everybody keeps asking me why you're doing it. Like, I have an idea, because she tried and did the work to go do it, is what I believe why Ariana's doing that. Like, no one came to you because you didn't put yourself out there. So
yeah.
they came
I
to
mean,
her because she came to them. She went to them.
and I really like how we watched in real time Oriana reach her threshold of his shit and then been
Yes.
like, listen, you're not going to take the woods away from me. You're not the face. Don't be a little bitch about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, good for you. And he immediately backed down. He was
Yeah.
like, yep, whatever. It's
Like,
so embarrassing for him.
you're going to be an ass at the shoot and then come over this conversation where you're rolling your eyes while you can't even hear me talk. Like, no. We're not doing that.
Yeah. Don't roll your eyes, you fucking little bitch.
Yep.
Love it. Put that
Yep.
on a t-shirt. Love. But here's
It gets a little more serious here. Yeah.
yeah. Here's rant one of Sunday's Julia Sugarbaker rants here, where his skepticism is so palpable. He is not even subtle about it. Like, oh, I've been doing this for so long, and you're always a grumpy cat about it, and I was like, Tom, do you even like her? Like, do you have any respect for her? Like, he is doing this is where I was talking about, like, he was red pill before he even knew it was a thing. I would like to ask Tom, "Hey, Tom, how many women in your life are you friends with? How many women would you take advice from?" Because it is so obvious this man thinks that there's nothing she could do better than him. There is
Yeah.
not one thing that he thinks she could do better. And so the idea that this woman is getting something that he doesn't have or that he feels is owed to him is eating him alive. And that is some red pill shit. Y'all want to go see more red pill shit? Go watch Love Island right now. It's wild.
Yeah, and it's worse for him because he knows, like, when she's putting him in his place a couple different times, he's like, "Okay, she is right about that." That's he's not gonna say it, but he knows it, and that's where Quiet Tom comes in for sure.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, and, like, the vitriol in her voice
mhm.
whenever she, like, did that chuckle and it got real quiet and she said, "Oh, you been a bitter Betty for a while, and now it's just coming out like, ooh, cold as ice." Like, she slit his throat and just stepped over his body and kept going. I was like,
Yep.
"Yeah, girl, do it. Assert your dominance." And poor old Lala, whoever the sound engineer for this particular scene was, you could like Lala's mic would kept getting like lower and lower
Yeah.
because we could hear her being like, "Yo, wait, hold on, hold on, hold on," and then they were just like back and forth each other, and she's talking the whole time, but like they turned her right down, like, Be quiet, grown folks are talking right now, ma'am."
Yeah, Lala starts putting on more clothes for the first time, like, she just has a
Ah,
jacket on and zipping it up, like, stuff that never happens.
well, and then they talked a little bit about what she was gonna wear. She was going to wear pasties and a clown hat, which I am really sorry we did not see that vision realized. I cannot think about it in my brain because I can't figure out, like,
I
what's
was
a
gonna say,
clown hat?
I'm sure you have a good vision of it.
But, like, what is a clown hat, right? Like, I don't know, but, Sandoval doesn't want that smoke, so we move on, and this is where trigger warning for everybody, this is where we talk about the Pulse shooting and terror act in Orlando, June 12th, 2016. And we start off with Lisa being interviewed with the media, and she's like kind of reacting to what's happening. And she's in this kind of conflicted moment. What do we do? Do we shut it down and capitulate? I think she said that a couple of times. Or do
Yeah.
we move on with the celebration?
Yeah, it's real sad, very confusing. You see, like, before they talk about it, you see, like, the word Orlando, like, you see that a couple
Mhm.
times and you're like, "Oh, shit." Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I remember it very, very well and what I was doing and
Mhm.
where I was, and we were very
Yeah.
concerned. Also, at the time,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm not
And Katie, this is another where I started getting madder and madder and madder at these fucking dummies. Katie comes up and is talking about how anxious she is. And I was like, "Oh, Katie, as a straight, white, cis het woman, you feel anxious? You don't want to go because you feel unsafe? Get the fuck out of here with that shit." Like, that is some privilege that I can't even begin to like go around. Like, some ally, I'm gonna start calling her Target because she just bailed out the minute things got tough. She was like, "What? No, no allyship over here for me." Like, what a privilege. This is rant number 2, I guess. What a privilege it must be to be able to like drop out, right? To like, "Oh, let me just opt out of this because it's scary right now." Queer folks, and this is not even talking to me. I'm fairly straight presenting and I wasn't married to a woman until my late 40s. But like, queer people have
late.
to walk around
Man, let's tone
early.
that down.
Well,
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah, very good.
basically 28. Anyway.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And queer folks are having to walk around scared all the time. Carla is not very traditionally female presenting. Like, and for Katie to make this about her fear is wild work, and I am so disgusted with it, and fuck you, Katie. Fuck you all. Fuck you, Jax, for making a dumb joke. Fuck you, Lala. All of them. I mean, I couldn't. I just got madder and madder and madder. That scene with Lala where she jumps when she hears a helicopter. Girl, get out of here. You're living fucking Brentwood. Get out of
I
here.
don't know, man. I mean, it's tense. I'm gonna give them a little break. It's tense that they're finding other people with guns all over the place. Like, I mean, I get a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying completely, and they can duck in and out. Like, if they're not at work, then they don't have to really think about it. I mean, I get,
And like this whole idea too, where she's like, "Oh, we won't let them win." She's like, "They already have one." Yeah, they have one when they're making you stay home. That you're right. They have one. Get up, stay loud, get out there, if you want to be an ally, you want to take advantage of all of the privileges of drag performers performing as you, and we want to have your gay friends and you want to be all of that kind of stuff. Okay, well then show it. Show us right now. Get your ass to fucking work. Get paid $10 an hour to get people seated, and that's the bottom line you could do. Put your pasties on, take your fucking ass to Pride. It's the bare minimum of what she could do.
Well, she painted her nails.
Yes, well, I mean, and also that white T-shirt was so cute. I really wanted to root for her in that scene. She was looking so cute and hot. And I was like, ugh, fuck off, Lala. And this whole next scene too, like, I don't mean to be callous. I know it was scary, and I'm not trying to detract from that, but do we need Sandoval's tears? Do we need to center this man?
I don't know. I mean, it's what we got, I guess,
I mean, Jeff, we've hit rock bottom when Schwartz is the most courageous of them all. I mean, yeah. So I just wrote, "Save the tears for your pillow and take your fucking bitch asses to Pride, you spoiled, selfish babies." That's what I wrote.
All right. And that might take us to break.
Okay. We'll break right here, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about poor old Peter. So beleaguered.
Yeah, I know.
So beleaguered. So we pick up with Peter. His man aged 10 years in one day. He's like, "Oh, I need a drink." He's calling people. "Are you coming? Are you coming?" Didn't get one person on the phone. He's like, "What the fuck am I about to do?" Like, folks are dodging him.
I don't know if that was, I saw Peter for a second talking about the drink. Then I saw his confessional and I'm like, "Hey, who's this guy over here with the black and white and all that?" Yeah. Looks, and Ralph Machismo is really coming out like he's
but it's like,
on the job for somebody, like he's the hired tough guy.
But if Ralph Machismo was like an accountant named Bob wearing pleated khakis and had his cell phone clipped to his belt, he just looks so strange, and I don't like it. I want old Peter back. I
see something different every time I see it. Every episode it crosses, beerless Peter comes across my, like, short-haired, no facial hair Peter comes across my screen. I see something different. Like, sure, it was big Ralph Macchio. Then it was like, is this a clean living Judd Nelson? Is this a guy from The Sopranos? It's something different every single time.
Clean living Judd Nelson is a deep cut, sir.
Yeah, we're getting all the Brat Pack involved here.
Ask your parents. Well, everybody is so impressed with Lisa. Stassi's like, "Wow, I'm really impressed." Well, I guess Lisa can die a fulfilled woman now that Stassi Schroeder thinks that she's done something good. Just take your booty out there. Get out there. Like, whatever. And this is where I said, well, we are in dire straits when Schwartz is like, "We really should do something. We need to be there." It's like this. And Katie's not having it. She's not having it. Everybody else sort of comes around, as we see later in the episode, like, except for Katie and Lala. And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget, and I'll never forgive you for that, Katie.
Maybe that's the time they should have gotten along. They should have gone out and gotten a drink in Brentwood by themselves. Yeah. Like, "Oh, y'all all hang out there. We'll be in Calabasas with a couple of beverages and be getting along."
And this is where we see Jax and Brittany arrive. And this woman, Brittany, I love you so much. You are our Kentucky muffin in our hearts. But you need to know how to dress for your body. Like, I think I even wrote down, and I don't expect you to chime in on this, but
not my department.
As a woman with big giant boobs, it can make you look bigger, right? I mean, like, that is just a fact of sight. And the way she's dressing for a woman who does not have these giant fucking tatas, and what she's wearing is just so unflattering, and she is a beautiful woman, but like, not everything like me and Nolan, I can't go into Nolan's closet and be like, "Yeah, I'll put it on," because it's just, we're shaped differently, and it's just so upsetting. It looks like she's wearing her Pride baby onesie, but then she put on some jeans on top of it, and then some black hose, and it's like, girl, No. She is just shooting herself in the fashion foot every single time she gets dressed. Just be cool. Be
Yeah,
cool.
it's almost like, some even nicer restaurants and just all kinds of businesses will make people wear like khakis and a green polo and a visor, some crap like that, like they all work at a country
Yeah.
club. And it's
Yeah.
not flattering for anyone. Even like
Oh,
slender
God.
people, when you're wearing it, you're still like, who's this fucking dork with the, no matter, even if I
Yeah.
accidentally dress like that all the time, by the way. And um, feel like if she did that, even because it just washes everything out, like, if you're unsure, wear that kind of thing, because I don't know what was going on. Yeah, all right, and that's all
And,
my input on.
and I'll say this too. I used to work at this like Italian chain restaurant, which we had to wear khaki pants, which
There you
our
go.
manager was very, very like hyper specific. He was a real micromanager. He wanted us to wear Dickies, and we had to wear a long sleeve man's button down shirt and a tie. Okay, well, that's great, but I just looked like a giant box all the time, and
Right.
I wanna say right now, Dickies do not hold up the way I had to replace Dickies every 3 months because my thighs rubbed a hole in them every single freaking time. So, fuck you, Dickies, okay? And, for as much as we talk about Brittany, I think she might hold her own. She drinks with the best of them. She's getting in there. I'm not too sure how much of a good influence she is on Jax because she be drinking, but Sandoval and Ariana rock up, and Ariana looks
Yeah,
banging. She looks so fly, and I see Lisa's vision now for what she wanted to. It's a little body exclusive, right? Not everybody's gonna be able
yeah.
to wear that. Not everybody is shaped like Ariana, but I see what Lisa was trying to go for.
I
So,
still wasn't there yet. It was after their conversation is when I finally, and you start seeing other faces painted, and there's like people, I'm like,
mhm.
carnival theme, okay. And why didn't we just say that? Why wasn't that just said? I mean, at any point, like, I mean, how long does that take? I think we're going big top. That's it. Like, you going big top, we're going carnival, we're going ring, whatever it is, just 2 seconds is all I needed there.
Yeah.
But we get there.
Yeah, but this is also too where Sandoval pulls her in the alley and he apologizes. And I feel like it's
Yeah.
real. It's not some bullshit. I think that he had a
No.
little bit of time and I think he saw how he saw her. Well, let me repeat that. He saw himself the way in her and he was really disgusted by it. Like, oh my God, really? Am I that guy? And so in that moment, he had a very small bit of clarity and
Yeah.
I will give him his props for it. Like I'll forgive him his man tears from earlier and his red pill shit for this episode. For this episode.
Yeah. I mean, he admitted, like, he says he's an idiot. That's always helpful, when,
Yeah, I love to hear that. Love that. And then Schwartz rocks up too. And now the whole gang is here except Katie and Lala, our Utah twins. They're at
mhm.
home. And, as a way to celebrate their togetherness, they do shots and perform
Yep. That's,
homoerotica on each
that's
other.
what I was said. I was like, okay, so there's a carnival theme. Okay. Everybody's on board. I said, pride is rocking on. Then it was like, and back to homoeroticism right there.
Yeah.
Put an
And
extra
then I wrote
syllable.
butt lemons right here. And for a minute I couldn't remember, but I do remember now. I remember Ariana put
Ariana
lemon
made her
on her
lemon a
butt.
butt lemon
Yeah.
and then gave it to
Yeah.
Schwartz.
So
Yeah.
all jokes. It's all fun and games at Pride. So ha ha ha. You know who's not having a good time? James and Lala.
Nope.
Because he's in that forlorn little twink apartment that he has to have, sex in exchange for room and board.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the way he treats this woman, like, sir, do you understand she is your only friend?
Mhm.
She is the only person besides dumb Raquel who doesn't even live there full
Mm.
time that will tolerate your fucking ass. And the way he flips on her after this Ariana conversation, like she's the one that orchestrated his exclusion or something. He's like, why you got to do that? Why you got to change the mood? Like I've said many times before, that is abuser behavior.
Yeah, and I mean, at first, I'm even still trying to clean slate with him, like, all right, he's making his music, he's working on that, like, he's spending time on other projects, and I like to see that. And earlier we saw Jax bring up James, and that was for no reason. Got into it. James right here brings up the Jax conflict, starts getting into something about that. No need for it whatsoever. So yeah, those two do need to go make out, please.
Do you remember when we were kids and they had that domestic violence PSA that was on? It was like, Lisa, where's my dinner? And then he like slaps her. Look what you made me do. Like that is that is what James gives in every scene. It's like, Lala, look what you made me do. I mean, like you're out of control, sir.
And she's trying to talk to him though, because like you said, she is his only friend, really.
Yeah.
And so now she's had a breakup. And that was today?
Yes. And so this feels a little similar, or yesterday, I guess, right? But doesn't this feel similar to what she said at the reunion about how the way he was portrayed or the way that was happening on the series bled over, and so he couldn't deal with it? So this is like she's retreading old ground here.
And that's why I was like, so he maybe did it because of Sir, because she brings up work. And I'm like, or is it VPR? Because it doesn't know. And I'm like, and she's like, and I can't work at Sir. And I'm like, why would you have to work at Sir? Like, apparently you've got modeling, you've got movies, you can stay doing this music thing if you want. Sir seems like the least profitable and available. Like, you've been on the show, you've gotten your exposure. There are people that probably are clamoring for her to do stuff already in this second season of hers. So I don't know if she does have to. So I'm interested in the contracts.
Well, I was going to say, I think they're conflating their employment at Sir with their participation in the series. And that's kind of like coded language that you and I are hearing it, right? But we understand that, the less I am physically present at Sir, the less I am in this show. And so so there's less exposure. So I think that those two things go hand in hand. I think James is clocking that. That's why maybe he's having so many like worries about Lisa firing him. And then Lala understands that even though she's got a married boyfriend, football boyfriend, Instagram boyfriend, Range Rover, apartment, whatever, that's why she stays the course, because it's more exposure for her, right?
Like, she even talks about it like it's the thing she's staying there for is like, because I get paid $10 to seat people and talk about the specials. Like, well, then you're saying you don't need it. Let's just say you don't need it.
Yeah.
And but anyway, Sir gets rocking eventually.
She misses a real party. LVP's hat makes a speech at Pump that she stands defiantly in the face of this heinous crime, like all this. LVP is very much an ally for a lot of marginalized groups, queer folks, dog lovers. Like, she's in the mix too. But Sandoval, he's just going ham. His shirt comes off, his money piece is out. He's having a good time. Yeah, woo!
Pouring shots. Lisa starts pouring shots. Bernie comes in. He's got a hat on. Yeah, we're seeing animals with pet me signs. I mean, I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to get the theme for sure.
Which they could have just eliminated all of our confusion, like you said, with one sentence. And Sandoval and Jax get emotional.
Right.
Thank you so much.
That's what I was.
You're so good. You have so much more balls than us. Yeah, no shit. Look, no shit. This is unilaterally true for every episode ever.
Yeah, don't think that's exclusive to this situation, by the way. I have more balls than you in everything.
Yeah. Word. And that's where they end it. I feel like, and I hate to say this because it sounds like I'm making light of it too, but the Pride Sir episode is typically so fun and festive, and all this like really juicy, silly stuff happens. And then the Orlando Pult shooting gave everybody a real perspective. Like, oh my God, how stupid is it for us to fight about things? And true, right? In real life, that's true. But I just don't know if I need my reality show to have that much integrity. And it just was a weird chord to strike for this. And I mean, obviously they couldn't leave it out because there's doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say. It did happen.
It was
you
hard.
are filmed like, yeah. And like I told you off of this, like it was affecting like people's work lives and work days then. And I think for the whole month of June and beyond. I mean, not like people aren't worried about this kind of thing all the time now, but
Right. Well,
it really
unfortunately.
was heavy around certain areas, especially then.
And that's where they leave it. Next, Stassi has a podcast. How dare she
That's what I
encroach
said. Stassi and Drax
on
trying to
our
be Sunday and Jeff over here.
I mean, listen, so Jax takes a sociopath quiz. What do you think his answer? What do you think the results are?
Well, we're at the carnival. I wonder if they had one of those things you hit with a mallet and it shoots up to ding, like whatever that is, whatever breaks that bell, that's where he scores.
I mean, obviously he's a sociopath. Katie and Lala are at it again.
Yeah.
Katie gets offered more action than she's seen in months with Lala's finger banging comment. And there is once again a Sheena gang up.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for this.
Stassi, I mean, Sheena, how much abuse are you willing to take on behalf of the show and your status in this show? Like, ma'am,
TBD.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry for you. I had actually quite a few because the past.
Oh, awesome. You go, because I had 2/6, because 5 of them are just a riff on the same thing. So,
okay. Number 1, Jax wanting to fuck one of Sandoval's girlfriends. That's old timey right there.
Yeah, what's old is new again. Yeah.
That's right. That is a blast from the past. Also, this is kind of niche, but Ariana calling it promotional videos and tutorials instead of saying content or sponsored content. We had not developed that particular economy yet, and so I thought it was really kind of quaint. The Workish twins, obviously, that's a real 2016 throwback because season 1 of Summer House is a wild ride. Wild ride. And
I bet.
And then just a couple like momentary, the Grumpy Cat reference, that was a thing that went around quite a bit. And Katie's stupid red fucking tattoo that looks like she's bleeding out.
Yeah.
Those are mine because the
Did they mention Grumpy Cat on here, or is that just you and I mentioning Grumpy? Okay, good. No, I mean, before this episode.
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think so. That was just us.
Because you and I have said it, but I think it was just us using that pop culture reference. Yeah.
Yes. And I think that pop culture reference was like everywhere at that moment. And so Tom calling Ariana Grumpy Cat was him just like pulling from the zeitgeist. Yeah.
Because that was probably a trending topic that day. The fact that they still call it Gay Pride every single time.
Oh, yeah.
Like we've said before.
And
we're in year 5 of doing this, by the way. This isn't, it was like, remember the first year, it was like, they still said Gay Pride every single time. Like, they're still saying Gay Pride, like, which isn't wrong or anything. Yeah, it's just funny. We rarely do that these days. Yeah.
That's not the language we use. And also, too, Lisa never says LGBTQ+. She always just says LGBTQ. And
I will say that was an evolving.
Generational.
That was an evolving. We don't have IA or any of that at this point in the popular lexicon. I will give 55 whatever-year-old Lisa a little break on that.
Yeah. I was going to say it's probably generational on that point.
Because I'm also willing to give her a break because she's given the support. If she knew that, she's going to give the support. I'm not like, that's grandma. Don't worry about it. She says racist stuff all the time. It's just, I think that Lisa would actually back it up. So that one's always funny for me. I'm also cocktail books. That's not a huge thing as much anymore because people are just looking up the rest cookbooks, same thing.
Yeah.
So book deals are also that. Anyway, it's all just about the book stuff. This idea that, I mean, we've talked about like one of their side hustles needs to capitalize on the show in a huge way. It's a fucking slam dunk idea. I mean, this is a huge idea. Like, if this is Ariana's idea or whoever's idea this is, very good. Very good. I hope it goes well. It looks like it doesn't come out for a few years, but that's kind of normal. But it's a fucking slam dunk. Way to go. Great idea.
Yeah, for sure. And Ariana has proven herself to be really, really savvy in maximizing her brand, right? Like this whole gig on Love Island. Huh?
I always thought she would. She would.
Well, like her gig on Love Island literally comes from a fight that her and Tom had, talking about like, listen, I don't want to sit around and watch fucking 18 episodes of Love Island. And so just because of that, so Ariana has been very, very clever and very, very savvy about it.
I
Yeah.
think really between these 2 seasons is a big change for her.
Same, because I was really mad at Ariana last season 4,
Oh,
but
I know.
I'm back
I
on
know.
board. I'm back on board with her now. I am. I'm back on the Ariana train. Katie, but Ariana, yay.
Yeah, one goes down, one goes up.
You can't. There's no room for two. You know how it is with women. Who is your chump?
I know very little about them, but I got a major ick from these
That's so.
twins. And I didn't even put like a backup. I didn't like I scurried over to this page to write, it's usually at the end of my notes, like twins. That's all I wrote. I was just
Yeah.
like, I don't have anything. They didn't do something horrible, but I just have
Listen,
they
watch a
made
couple
me
episodes.
very like whatever the male equivalent of cover your drink is, that's what I got from them.
That's so funny. That is hilarious because your spidey sense is right on because they are
I don't yeah,
wildly problematic.
I don't want to
That's
know
funny.
too much. Yeah.
I have them in my list, but my number one chump is Katie and her fair weather allyship. Like, I don't like it. Like, also too, your boss is there. This is you're her assistant. Like, get it together. Get your booty there. That's what it was. And then the runner up, the runner up was the awkward lead in to the Summer House franchise. It just felt so clunky, and I was like, bravo, I know y'all can do better than this.
I
Although,
know.
remember, I haven't watched any of the other episodes because we haven't watched the Summer House episode yet. We haven't watched the Vanderpump Rules episodes yet. So it might be less, but this initial kind of dip and toe in was like, ooh, yike, you know?
But we've talked about it with this and other shows before. Like, I feel like they should just come out and be like, Andy could pop up in the middle of this episode and be like, yo, we're breaking in a new show here. There's no smooth way to do it. We're just going to do it. Yeah. Andy here. Here's what's going on in this episode. If it doesn't feel like these three should really be having a meal here right now, they're not. They're just introducing this new show. Like, oh, good. Thank you for that. Also, this is a carnival theme. I'm out. Like whatever.
Well,
If Andy could do like a Clippy type
2026
persona.
2026 does a better job at like acknowledging what they know the audience already understands. Yeah. So I think that this is why it was so clunky too. My LVP, hands down. I know we said we're not supposed to do that, but it's LVP and her fucking hat.
That's it.
Yeah. That hat, first off, when she's doing that interview with that reporter on the street and she's tearing up, she is obviously so emotional. And that fucking hat is so big and she's having to like look out from underneath it. Like it was just peak camp for me. I love it.
Yeah. And then like, it's rainy and her makeup is still looking good, but because it's Lisa's. Anybody else, their makeup is all over the place. Because it's Lisa, it's as tight as it can be and it looks good. But we both gave ourselves one Lisa at least, pre-season. I don't even think this one counts. I think this one is just an honorary. She deserves it. Which is an honorary.
Was the Yulin Dog Fest this season or last season?
That's this season because Katie was organizing it.
Oh, damn.
As her assistant. We took a break.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Because we were really happy with her like activism in that area too. So I think maybe one of us gave her the LVP on that episode too for the Yulin dog.
I'm saying that, this doesn't even count. Like this is far and away her way to go. Yeah.
So speaking of not even counting, me and Nolan are taking on the McBee dynasty and we're going to talk about it. So y'all be looking for him. I think that as we catch up, we're going to try to drop it on Mondays. So go back and listen to it if you haven't and look for it. We're going to try to hurry up and speed through seasons 1 and 2 so we can get caught up for season 3 because it is a wild ride. And me and Brooke were talking about it the other day. I think Brooke's on board now. She already hates who she's supposed to hate. So good for you.
She's
good
a
for
little
you, Brooke.
on board.
But she's already hating who she's supposed to. So do that. And of course, we would love for you guys to leave us a review that kind of helps us understand what you like and what you don't like and rate us and recommend us to other people. And of course, follow us on all of our socials at Take a Pinot Pod. And if you have any beef with anything that's happening, send it straight to Jeff. He's the only one that can take care of it. Jeff at pinotpod.com.
Or good news, anything. Questions, comments, concerns, anything. Jeff at pinotpod.com. Yeah.
I'll take the good news, but if you want to bitch and complain, send it straight to him.
I'll take it. Thanks,
And
everybody.
yeah, see you next time.